You got to pop it.
That's
Over.
oh, sorry, I'm still waking up.
Oh.
I was just checking Steam and stuff because I was like, I wonder if anything's on my wish list. I wonder if anything's like on sale.
I don't.
And
I don't actually know.
right now, not
I,
so much. As of
I spent too
posting
much
this,
money.
maybe.
I spent too much money lately.
You spent too much money.
I bought a ton of things that I definitely don't need.
With the money.
Hey, it was things I like, so I don't care.
No one's judging. I bought something recently.
What'd
Something
you
was on
buy?
sale, but it wasn't like on Steam. It was on Nintendo. You see,
Oh.
um, I really want to play the uh, the Link's Awakening remastered.
The cutesy looking one?
Yeah, because it's a good game. It was also on Game Boy, but they remastered it, and it looks all shiny. They give it a polish and shine, and it looks all good, and I want to play that. But the problem
I
is, it's
like.
like $60.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
Well, I
So
guess.
I bought the Mana Collection instead because it was like half that.
You got to pop it and lock it.
That's
And I
from
bought,
Vice City Stories.
I got, something on Nintendo as well.
No, did you?
I got the Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you did.
I did. I've been playing it off and on.
I know, I've heard a lot of good things about that. I hear it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's my consensus on it.
You know, it's funny. I didn't even like introduce the part, and we've been going for like 2 minutes.
Well,
So
you
bad
should
at that.
introduce it.
Yeah. Welcome to the Guildcast. 2 minutes into the Guildcast. It's me, Gildum. I'm waking up.
I'm pretty hype right now.
You want to talk about that?
I mean, does the listeners care about sports? Because that's
They
what I'm hyped
might.
about.
This
I'm just
podcast is kind
hyped.
of whatever's on your mind. So yeah, talk
I'm
about
hyped
whatever's on your mind.
because the Jaguars won again
Ooh.
in the last minute, the last seconds of the game. Not even minutes, the last seconds of the game.
And you were rooting for them.
Of course.
Yeah. That's
And the
good.
Seahawks won today too.
I may have heard about that.
I didn't pay attention to the game at all, but
I
I
didn't
just
either.
saw that they won.
I'm a terrible fan. Actually, I'm not even a fan. I don't really care about sports too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just my preference. That said, I mean, I understand why people get into sports. It's kind of like why people get into video games. It's like everyone has their own preference and they enjoy watching the stuff. I've seen the Super Bowl. It's kind of fun. If Super Bowl or if football parties were more like that, as in if I went to more football parties, I might actually be into the sport. It'd be a fun event. Get your
Yeah.
buddy. Bring
Except
your
I'm watching
buddy.
it alone. I'm
Yeah,
watching it alone. Well, I technically I'm not watching it alone because I have Twitter up as
right.
well, so I'm watching it with anybody else who, happens to see my tweet. But
Mm-hmm. But I mean, at the same time, you can actually enjoy the sport alone.
yeah,
I'm. If I was to go into it, I'd be like, why am I watching this? I don't.
see, I
I mean,
almost
I guess I
played
have like
in
the
high school.
Seahawks. You know, because like I live in Washington State, so naturally you got to be a fan of the Seahawks if you live in the state, or that's how it feels, especially in Washington. It's like
Um,
sacrilege not to like the Seahawks in Washington.
I don't like my local teams here.
which I don't know. It's just I know I hear things about Seattle and Washington fans.
Yeah.
Like there, I feel like there's some infamous reputation with fans in Washington
They're
State
very
on Seattle.
loud.
Yeah, they're very loud.
One of the loudest in the country.
That's what I hear. But I also hear it's like you live in Washington, you don't like the Seahawks, and then you're shunned for life. You're an outcast. Which
Well,
no, I'm not saying I don't. You know, if I was to live in any state and
yeah.
and people were like, "Yo, do you like?" If I lived in Texas and it's like, "You like the Cowboys, right?" And it's like, yeah, Cowboys are great. It's one of those like fake. Yeah, good job, bro.
Go
Way to
local
go.
team.
You got me a
up,
jersey?
local.
Oh yeah, I'll totally wear this.
Dang, they spent a lot of money on you then.
Yeah. Actually, that is the one thing. Now I might not be a football fanatic. I might not even like watch sport on a regular basis. If anything, I might check into the Super Bowl here and there. But one thing that surprises me is any for football merchandise, anything is like so
Yeah.
overpriced.
It's super expensive.
It
Even the
is.
T-shirts are expensive.
Yeah,
I know because
it's
I
like
just
30
bought one.
bucks for a T-shirt.
Yeah, I just bought one.
I have a T-shirt. I got it for Christmas, and it's like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this is great, but then you think about it, it's like they spent a lot of money on me.
Yeah.
I will say this: if I have any inclination that there's a football game going on there, or like something dealing with the Seahawks is happening that day, I'll wear it. Like I'm not opposed to that. But I'm definitely like the type of person where it's like I got a T-shirt, so I support my team, but I only have one, and it was gifted to me, so naturally it's just like that. That's all I need.
Yeah.
But man, then you actually look at jerseys, and it's like, you know, the $30 T-shirt, it's an okay thing, but it's like you can if you really want to prove yourself a fan, you can spend like $100 and something like $150 for this official jersey.
Those are the jerseys are so expensive.
They are. And I mean, that's saying like base price, like regular jersey. Like it goes up from there if you're trying to look for something more specific.
Yeah.
And people pay it, which, you know, I understand. It's a good sport. There's nothing wrong with it. Football is an
Football.
American pastime.
Has it surpassed baseball yet?
You know, it's funny. I'm gonna say yes. I have no knowledge on this, so my opinion is invalid. I want to invalidate like my opinion in terms of like, you know, any kind of source. So disclaimer: not an actual sports person, completely no knowledge or anything to back this up. But I'm gonna say I think so based on how popular football is in comparison to how much you hear about baseball.
I mean, baseball's gotten really long and boring too.
I mean, baseball is still great. You know, you'll see it, and clearly you see people really excited for it because there's fans. There's fans in the stands as they watch the game.
Yeah,
And I'm
my
watching it
brother
on
goes to
TV.
baseball games sometime.
Yeah, but the thing is, which is more hyped up, like especially during like, you know, the grand finale. You got the Super Bowl, and then you got the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, you got the playoffs in the baseball. What is like the main thing? What is like their
The
version
World
of the
Series.
Yeah, the World Series. Sorry, mixing up my terms. You got the World Series, and you got like that, and it's like, which one's more hyped up? Which one is the one people are most excited to see? It's the Super Bowl.
Well, The thing is, the Super Bowl's a one and done thing. The World Series could be up to 7 games.
I mean, that is true. But at the same time, like, leading up to the World Series, which one's more hyped up?
I guess the Super Bowl too,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I guess there's just more at stake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's like, okay, so the lead up to the Super Bowl, it's usually like you
Yeah.
hear a lot of things about, okay, these teams, like, they have the little tournament draft, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
you got everything. It's like the top 8 that are competing for the Super Bowl, and then it like breaks down from there. But it's like I hear about that stuff before it gets to the Super Bowl, as opposed to the World Series, where it's like, I basically hear almost nothing except it's happening, and it's like one of the games while it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like football has overtaken that America's pastime sport. It's the thing,
I'm not disagreeing with you either.
and this is American football. It's not just regular football, because that's soccer. That's soccer to America, football to everyone else. And it makes more sense when you think about it, because soccer's played with your feet, so football. It's more literal.
It's true.
But then
And
then you got American football, which
And then you have Australian football.
rugby.
No. It's a completely different game.
I
Australian
believe it.
football.
See, Australia saw America try to take the term, and then they're like, "Oi, mate, we can do a better job at this."
It is pretty entertaining, I have to admit.
Maybe they'll catch on.
I don't know.
You want to know
One
another
could hope.
sport I hear about, like kind of like in the same vein, like kind of hyped up, that's still going strong?
Which sport?
Hockey.
Hockey's getting more of a following here in the United States, I think.
It's I hear it's coming to our state.
I
We're
hate
getting
hockey.
a team.
I think it's stupid, but I'm not. I mean, other people will like it. Thankfully, basketball's on at that time too. But
I
yeah, a
feel
lot
like
of people like hockey.
I feel like basketball is more popular than baseball, but I don't hear a lot about it either.
It was
Football's like the
Washington
main one
lost
that
it.
I hear a lot about, and I think it's just because the fans are like so hyped here that you can't escape the noise. They're that loud.
Seattle lost their team.
They did lose their team.
Unfortunately.
That's probably why I don't hear about basketball a whole lot. We lost the Supersonics.
They were cool.
Mm-hmm. I keep every time I think about the Supersonics, I think about that rap song. Today was a good day. Today
The
was a
Lakers
good day.
beat the Supersonics.
Exactly. That one line that's like, oh yeah, we were the Supersonics. Man, how's Ice Cube gonna diss the Supersonics?
He's a Lakers fan.
I know. But that's okay. I like Ice Cube.
Ice Cube's a pimp.
Dude,
That's also
man.
on the song.
I remember that one episode of the Boondocks when they were talking about when it was like Thugnificent talking about Ice Cube, and he's like, Ice Cube used to be so gangsta.
Now he makes family movies.
It was Ice Cube used to be so gangsta.
Do you know the Boondocks are coming back again?
Are they? I didn't even know they
Yeah.
left.
Well, they made that one season without Aaron McGruder,
Oh.
and then after that it was over, and then now it's coming back to HBO. It's an HBO
Oh.
exclusive show.
Okay.
And the art style is slightly more US comic rather than the sort of anime
Anime-esque.
style it had
Yeah.
before.
I gotta be honest, when I first saw it, I was like, this is a weird anime, and then my friend clarified, no, it's not an anime. I was like, oh.
I still think it's anime-ish.
Yeah, a little bit. It's very, I
It's
don't know.
inspired by anime, you can tell.
Yeah, which is weird. It's like it has no connections or parallels to anime other than the art style, I would say. And that's the anime series. The comic series has always kind of had its own thing going.
The comic series is actually slightly more different. There's other characters that are in the comic series
Yeah,
that haven't shown up in the anime or the cartoon,
I wonder
the
if that'll
animated
change with
cartoon.
like when they pick it up.
That's what I'm thinking. Is they're gonna make it more? I mean, who the heck knows what they're gonna do?
Right. Man, oh
I,
man.
I I'd watch it. I don't have HBO, so I can't
Me
actually watch
neither.
it. But I'm
But
gonna
hey,
have
if you
to
did, you could get
finagle
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
so I can hear the song.
Yeah. Well, you can watch the series too.
No,
See,
I just wanted to hear the song.
yeah. See, I got a month subscription to HBO, um, because I wanted to watch Game of Thrones because the season's
Oh
finale
yeah,
happened on that like a while ago,
yeah.
2019 this year. So yeah, at the beginning of the year that was going on. Everyone was hyping the shit out of it. My friends were basically going off the charts and like, you gotta watch this. See, I'm I feel like I'm a little bit of a hipster when it comes to people suggesting things. I'm usually the type of person that's like, "Oh, that's great. I'll get to it eventually." But every time people suggest it, it's like, "And that's another 5 months. I won't be getting to that."
Yeah.
But if by chance the demand is so strong enough that people are basically just twisting my arm about it, I'll actually sit down and watch it just because it's like, God damn, would you all just shut up? Fine, I'll watch it.
Watch this thing. Just
Yeah,
leave me alone.
pretty much. And so, yeah, I have a couple friends who are just like really, really just like highly demanding that I just watch Game of Thrones. So I just sat down and watched it. It got to the point where my friend actually has the HBO subscription. He's just like, I don't really use it, and like the only time anybody uses it is are my kids. And so he's like, and it's like that's only like every other weekend. So he's just like, here, I'll give you my information. You go watch it. It was that level of you gotta watch this, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, fine, I'll go watch it. So basically, if you want Gilden to do anything, you just gotta twist his arm to the point where he can't refuse. It's an offer he can't refuse.
Oh, so you gotta be like all. You gotta do all Godfather on you.
Yeah, you gotta be Marlon Brando. You gotta make that offer.
Do you have to speak like him?
You don't have to, but I feel like it helps
Does
me.
Yeah.
I just feel like it helps me.
So it helps you do it more. Like
Proudly,
if I offered you something and I spoke like him, you would be more inclined to do it if compared to if I didn't talk like that.
You come to me on my daughter's wedding day. You ask of me to kill a man.
I do not know.
Oh man, I do like The Godfather. It's I actually own all 3 parts, believe it or not.
I've only you know what? I don't think I've ever seen part 2 or 3.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so Chaz, when I come
I
and
don't
visit
like
you next year.
I don't like The Godfather. I don't like the first movie.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be
alright.
the only person in the whole world that says this.
Fine, fine. You got out of it, but when I come over next year, we will hang out and have a fantastic time. Did I tell you about that?
Well, I mean, I knew you were planning on it.
Okay. Let me give you the confirmation. So, recently, as of recording this, and still probably as of recording this, I have the funds and all that. But, so my seniority at my job
Yes.
is really good to the point where I have so much time off. I actually calculated. I have about over 7 weeks of paid time off.
Nice.
That's a lot of time. So, what this amounts to is all of that resets about the week of September 10th, because that is the day I was hired. That's my seniority day, essentially.
It reset. Wait, so you're gonna lose it if you don't use it?
No. Well, yes, but the thing is, it resets and I get all those 7 weeks back. It
Okay.
renews. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it renews. So, but what they do with everything that I didn't use is it gets cashed out, and then I get a check.
Oh, so you get paid.
It all gets paid out
So
from
that
what
way
I
you don't
don't
like
use.
you don't you don't hoard it, and then when you come to retirement time, you just like take a 20-week vacation and then
Unfortunately, no,
retire.
it's not like that. Because I would,
It's
if it was like that, I would probably have like at least a good couple of years where it's just like, yeah, I'll just like eat this up until retirement and it'll be good. No.
that's like what teachers do.
But that said, so yeah, basically, my past paycheck was really good.
Nice.
We're talking like it was actually tax return good, and I get a good
Ooh.
tax return.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this: as long as no big financial situations come out or like happen, no
Mm,
financial situations come up. Yeah, it's pretty much in the bag that it's gonna happen.
nice.
Yeah. Mm.
I don't have any news for you in terms of my finance stuff.
Well, that's not important. It's basically it was one of those things where it's just I only bring it up because it's like it's happening, Chaz. This stuff is gonna happen. I'm gonna come visit you. I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna be like, Chaz, my friend, you are here.
Well, you are here.
I know, but you're also here.
You should I'm gonna have you eat a legitimate cheesesteak then.
Yeah,
The
because
real the,
those are kind of
the
hyped.
Atlantic City style, not the garbage Philly style.
Mm-hmm. Well, as long as you don't have me eat Manhattan clam chowder, we'll be fine.
I won't, because that's not what we're known for here. But I
I
do like
know.
Manhattan clam chowder.
You do?
Yeah,
I'm a New England type of guy.
I like both. If
I
I see clam chowder on, if it says clam chowder on the menu and it
hmm
doesn't specify which, and it comes out New England, I'm happy. If it comes out Manhattan, I'm happy too. I like both.
I am a fan of New England, but I do admit I would try Manhattan because I haven't. But from what I hear, it's like it's like a tomato sauce, and
It's a
that's the red
it's a
sauce.
tomato it's a tomato
Tomato
based
base. Yeah.
sauce. It's not like spaghetti sauce.
I
It's
didn't think
more
so. It's more tomato
it's
soup.
more it's more soupy than
Yeah, well, tomato soup.
what is yeah. No, it's
It's different.
I mean,
I
yeah.
guess what I'm trying to say is
It's
like the
not
base is like tomato soup.
it's not like it's not creamy like tomato soup though.
I figured it wasn't.
Like
Which is
New
what
England
just
clam
kind of
chowder.
odds me out, where it's like I don't know, but I will say
It's
this
good
again.
stuff, man.
Yeah, I try it. I'm one thing I've learned to be tolerant of, especially nowadays. I think it's part of growing up. I am a lot more tolerant of foods I haven't tried, simply because it is
Yeah,
that rule. How do you know until you try it? It's the
exactly.
rule
I
that you
got
grow
that.
up with, but now I respect that rule because simply I remember as a kid, I was a dumb kid. But going more into details and elaborating more, steak, for instance. As a kid, I thought
Yeah.
steak was the grossest thing in the world. Not because it was a slab of beef, or not because it was it came from animals or anything. I don't even think I understood the whole meat was an animal at some point.
Yeah.
As a kid, it didn't even faze me. I still like meat. Although, I guess there's a possibility I could have been a vegetarian later had I been exposed to the truth at an early age. But my point is simply, I loved animals, but that is not the reason why I thought steak was gross. I thought steak was gross because, uh, it was just like it looked unappealing to me because it's
Yeah.
like this brown slab of beef. It's this brown slab of meat where it's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Eat it? I don't want this.
Yes.
That's all it was to me. It was just an unappealing slab of meat where I'm just like, I don't want this.
I understand. I still am that way.
Well, the difference is later I realized, oh, steak is really good. Depending on how you
I
cook it, it's delicious.
I dislike steak.
That's okay. I
I
found
like. I mean, it's not that I dislike cow. No, I'll eat. I had a brisket today. That was great.
yeah.
But that's not steak.
I'll
That's,
say this: you know
like a
what else you can
T-bone.
do with steak? You know what you can do with steak?
What can you do with steak?
You can cut it up and put it in stuff.
That's true.
And see, that's the thing. If I don't like food in one way, sometimes you can put it in a different light and it'll taste even better. For instance, I hate peppers. I'm not a fan of
Oh,
peppers.
like bell peppers.
Yeah, yeah. It's not
Okay.
like the spice is one thing, and I have a low spice tolerance. Sure, I will bitch out when it comes to like spicy foods, but that's not the
Me
point.
too.
I don't like the taste of peppers. I think it's not all that appealing to me. Like, I honestly, it kind of repulses me a little bit. The flavor kind of
Mhm.
just it doesn't vibe with me very well. That said, I understand if you put it in stuff, the flavor melds really well with things, and that's just it. It's like I don't
Yeah.
mind cooking with peppers. I actually grill peppers and I'll chop them up, put them into an omelet, and it gives them a different flavor to it. And it's like I like that. It's good.
Yeah.
It's no longer repulsive. It's actually delicious. And
I
that's all you do with foods that you don't like. You just gotta put them into something that you do like. You gotta find that mix where it's like now it balances. It's all good.
I tried to do that with kale, and I failed.
Kale is an odd one simply because it has a very strong flavor to it.
I did not like it.
I know how to. I know what I can do with kale.
I tried. I made
I'm
it
not a
into a
huge kale
soup.
fan myself. I'm not huge into it on its own simply because the texture is really coarse. So trying to do what they
Yeah.
did in Bob's Burger where you put it on a burger, it's still not quite what you want, but I'll tell you what you can do
Right.
with kale. So what you do is you take a blender and you make yourself a fruit smoothie, then you take a
With
leaf of
kale.
kale.
And blend it in with it.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, now I have a food processor. I could do that.
And that's how
Get
you
some.
make kale semi-appealing.
You know how else you can use kale?
What's that?
You could just leave it in the supermarket and not buy it.
Oh man. It's funny. People tell me kale chips are amazing. So I grabbed a bag, and you know what I realized?
They're not amazing.
I don't like kale chips.
I'll take some plantain chips.
Mm. Plantains? Hell yeah.
Plantain chips, man. They're good
Plantain
stuff.
chips. Yeah. That's banana, if I'm not mistaken, or banana-like fruit.
It is a banana-like thing.
Yeah. It tastes like bananas.
Not a. Yes, it's almost banana, but it's
Yeah.
not.
They're like smaller bananas, if I was to...
I think they're larger bananas, actually.
Are they? Okay. Well, point is,
I don't.
it's like a banana-like fruit, tastes like banana,
Yes.
and it's delicious. In fact, it's funny that you bring that up because I was having this conversation with a coworker the other day, and that was food chains and going on vacation.
Yeah.
So to bring to kind of get to the point that I'm making, basically, what we're talking about is going on vacation. Usually, when you're wanting to eat something, you want to go find someplace to eat.
Yeah.
Uh, it's sort of defeats the purpose of going on vacation and eating at, say, like McDonald's, because you can go to
Yeah.
McDonald's anywhere, as opposed to something that, I don't know, like a local restaurant or something that has like really good reviews, and you happen to be like there.
Yeah.
It's nowhere else, or it's like uh, I don't know. It's just something unique. It helps enhance the experience. It's kind of like what you were
Right.
saying about uh, cheese, or what was it?
Cheesesteaks.
There you go. Exactly. Like that's something I
Uh,
want to try. It's something that's hyped up over there.
Ooh.
Give me a
All right,
cheesesteak. I'll try it.
All right, I'm taking you to the best one I know.
Well, it doesn't have to be the best, but my point is, it's an experience. Now, there is one exception to going to a chain restaurant, and I brought this up, and that is if the chain restaurant is more of like an East Coast thing as opposed to the West Coast.
Exactly.
Because I live on the West Coast, so naturally there's several chains that aren't here that are over there.
I have zero Jack in the Boxes here. I would love to try a Jack in the Box.
Which is funny because there's like a million of them here, so yeah, I will take you to Jack in the Box.
I don't know
We'll
what
get the value meal. Actually, no, I'll let you pick whatever they got. They got a large selection of stuff.
I don't know what we have here that you don't have there.
I'm sure I'll be like, "Oh, we
I
don't have one of those." Like we'll just drive around. And I'll be like, "Oh, we don't have one of those. We don't have one of those. Is that good?" I can always bring up Yelp and just be like, "Let's see what's on the
well,
Yelp reviews."
cause like in terms of fast food, we're kind of barren here.
That's fine.
Like
I'll
they're starting to bring some of the stuff. Like we got more Chick-fil-A's now finally, but
well, the thing about Chick-fil-A is I can get it here. In fact, I can walk to
that's
the
what
Chick-fil-A, but
that's what I'm
I've
saying
never
is
eaten at Chick-fil-A.
we've had zero Chick-fil-A's here
Oh,
until I don't know 3 years ago. 3 years now.
I gotcha.
Now we have a few in this area.
Anyways, uh, the point
But
that I
you
was
were right.
getting
You're
at
right.
all these chain restaurants is there is one in Florida. When I was visiting my
Mhm.
dad, there's one in Florida, and they have fried plantains.
Ooh,
Plataneas.
which one was that?
I don't remember, but I remember you could get fried plataneas, and they were
Was it
delicious.
a? Is a chain restaurant you said, or was it
I
a
believe
local
it was a
place?
chain restaurant. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I don't
I
remember
don't
the
know.
name of it because I wasn't really paying attention. My dad just kind of ordered something, and then I was like sitting at a table, and he just brought the food in a tray, like one of those fast food
Yeah.
trays, and I was like, "This is pretty good." And they had like all sorts of other items. It's just that I believe it's like that was the main thing though. Is like fried plataneas.
Fried plantains.
They were good.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the West Coast. I'm gonna go to um
Jack in the
that
Box.
taco place. Jack in the Box too. The other
Taco
taco
place.
place.
Is it Taco
I don't know.
Time?
No.
Taco Bell?
Uh, no, I have a Taco Bell here.
Okay.
Del Taco?
Oh, Del Mar Taco or
Yeah,
uh,
whatever that is.
Fish Taco Place. I think
I've
it is
heard of
Del
that.
Mar Taco.
That place, I gotta go try that. I gotta try Hardee's or Carl Jr.'s.
I have not seen those all that
I
much.
think they're more
Oh,
Midwest.
sorry. It's not Del Mar. It's not Del Mar Taco. It's Taco Del Mar.
Oh, that's it then.
I had it completely. Taco Del Mar. I knew I was not pronouncing that right. I had to do a Google search. Taco Del Mar. Yeah, the Taco of the Sea. I believe that's what that translates into.
Yes.
I've never eaten there, but I know where one is.
What
They're
else is there?
okay.
Steak and Shake, I guess.
Steak. I know where that is. I know where I
I've
can
never
go
been
get
to
one.
one.
They're okay.
I've never been to one.
They're okay. I guess I would assume if I ever went to one, I'd be like, yeah, this is okay.
I didn't even
Uh,
try. I finally tried a Waffle House when I was in Illinois.
I got a question. I got a question for you.
Yes,
Have you? Do they have Five Guys over there?
there's one single Five Guys.
Okay, all right. So we won't go to Five Guys.
I have one. I honestly don't care for it.
I was gonna say that's good because honestly, I'm glad I don't have to be like Chaz. You've never been to Five Guys because you don't have them over there. Let's go to Five Guys and instantly regret everything.
I mean,
I do not like Five Guys, not because
I
like
don't
they're
like
bad
Five
or
Guys
anything
either.
like that. I don't like Five Guys because one, their prices are really expensive, and two, what you
Yep.
get is usually not as great as what they'd advertise. And I believe it's the fries.
Yeah.
Like I
I
think
feel
that's it.
like
It's like the fries are supposed to be like, oh, they're really good fries, but I'm just like these fries are okay, but I don't see the appeal.
you know whose fries I really like, and it's quite. People are like, oh, are you kidding me, Chaz? I like Burger King's fries.
Oh, that's fine. I like Jack in the Box's fries, but
I
here's the
really like
reason
Burger
why.
King's fries.
Well, I don't know. Why do you like Burger King's fries? Because they're good. They're good.
I
I've
think they have a good potato taste to them.
okay. That's a very valid point. I like Jack in the Box's fries only because whenever I usually get Jack in the Box, they have to make them fresh.
Hmm.
I usually go after work, and mind you, it's like 4, 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
So literally, very slow point of the morning because there's not a lot of people out, and in that regard, they gotta turn on the fryers and start like making up a batch for myself, and it's like, oh yeah, new fresh fries, delicious. That's
I can.
that's
I
one of the only
understand.
reasons. If they're not fresh, they're awful.
I was
That's the
going to
one thing. Jack in the
McDonald's
Box has
around.
awful fries if they're not fresh. Because naturally, if you go during like any rush hour or like any other time where they have like enough of a demand and they have to make a huge batch, you're gonna get the stuff that is a part of that batch. And if you happen to be at the very
Yeah.
end of that, they're all soggy. They're all god awful.
You see, I too was in the late night fast food runs
And they're
since I was
good. It's
coming
like the
home.
best time to get fast food.
Those were some of the best McChickens I've ever had.
That's what I'm saying because they have to make them fresh.
Yep.
Because there's not a huge demand. They basically have the ability to go by the order, which is usually someone pulls up, they ask for something, and then they gotta go make it. It takes a little more time, but your food is a lot more fresher in comparison to, say, the daytime. Granted, we are talking about fast food, and it's like
Yeah.
not a healthy option. So when I say fresh,
What?
I'm
But
just
there's
saying,
nothing open.
yeah. There's nothing open except, well, we do have 24-hour grocery stores,
I guess if I,
but the
you
problem
want
with
to cook
that
anything
is
at that hour?
what?
Do you want to cook anything at that hour? I don't.
Not really. But I
I'm
mean,
thinking
here's
about
the thing about
going to bed.
24-hour restaurant or like grocery stores.
Hmm.
At least in my situation, they don't have cashiers at the cash register. Usually, everyone's like stocking up the aisles.
Oh, so
What they do
will you
have
self-check
is like
or
a
whatever?
squeaky toy or like a bell at the cashier. So when you're ready to
Oh.
check out, you gotta go do that. So then they realize, oh, someone is at the cash register, and I always feel awkward because it's like someone's in the middle of doing something, but I'm ready to check out.
You don't have self-check machines?
We do. The problem is they turn them off at that time.
I guess it's so they don't steal or something. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I guess like the idea is if they had anybody doing self checkout,
Yeah,
uh, someone would have to like stand there. But the thing is, they have like the monitors, the ones that tell you if anybody's walking out without paying anything.
yeah,
They have those at the end of like checking out, and they'll go off if you're taking anything.
yeah.
So I don't know. I
Well,
guess they require like an attendant there or something like that.
I
I've never
suppose
really
so.
understood that. They should have the checkout, like the self checkout, because it would just be easier for everybody.
I don't have. I don't work at a 24-hour grocery store, so I don't know.
Neither do I.
We closed at midnight.
But I will
Or,
say this: yeah, getting fast food early in the morning, late at night, it's like the best time to get fast food, simply because they do have to make it like from scratch, or
yeah,
well, by scratch I mean they have to. They have to
fresh.
do, yeah. They have to do whatever they're doing, like get it from the freezer or something, de-thaw it. But it's like that good fast food that's like, oh man, it's all delicious. It may not look like the
That's
picture on the menu, but it tastes as good as it can get.
exactly. I Now I want to go to McDonald's tonight at 3 a.m.
Well, I
But
think
I'm not
I'm
going
pretty
to.
good. It's Sunday, isn't it?
It is Sunday.
Oh shit. Sorry. For a second, I was thinking it was Monday and I had to go to work. My mind just.
But now you don't.
I don't. I have the day off. My mind just instantly thought it was it was tomorrow, and I was gonna have to be like, I gotta get going pretty soon. But then I was like, oh shit, no, I don't. It's my
That's the
day off.
best thing.
Mm,
It's the best feeling when you like,
it
oh,
is.
I'm gonna work tomorrow.
Yeah, I have to go to work tomorrow, but I am free tonight. That's right. Shit, I can make myself a drink and just not worry about the
Chill out, man.
consequences if I want to.
I don't have any more alcohol, so I can't do
That's
that.
fine.
Oh wait, I have. I mean, I have alcohol, but I don't want to drink that alcohol.
Yeah. Don't
Because
worry,
it's
Chaz. When I come visit, we'll party it up.
we'll party it up. We'll get some Four Locos.
We will go
Oh my
loco, bro.
oh oh my God, Four Loco is so gross.
It's okay. Sorry. You know me. I'm the type of person that you can hang out with, party about, and we can just like make the worst mistakes ever and just regret it later.
Four Loco basically is bad mistake.
That's terrible. Uh, for reference,
Because
anybody
oh
watching
yes,
this, Bad Mistake was the drink I came
you
up with
came up
doing
with.
Mega Man, and Chaz has kind of coined it. But
Yeah,
it was just Monster and Jack Daniels mixed together because it
Four
was all I
Loco.
had when I was young.
Four Loco is malt liquor and used to be an energy drink, but now it's just highly caffeinated, or highly caffeinated something.
Ah, they cut out the middleman. I
Flavor.
see.
Well, the problem was people were dying because of it.
They cut out the middleman. I see.
Yeah, and these cans are like huge cans, like the
Yeah.
big boy cans that like cost $1. These didn't
Mm-hmm.
cost $1, but and
By
they
the
were like
way,
colorful.
yeah. No, you know what? I would try one. I haven't tried one, but I would
I
try one.
tried one. I tried one. Oh my God, that was horrible. That was the worst tasting thing
Mm-hmm.
I've ever had.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone was wondering when I said when I was young, just to clarify, I meant when we did Mega Man. No, like the Warriors, or like early on in like my Let's Play career, if I could say
Yeah.
career. I haven't made any money because I choose not to monetize my videos, or I chose not to. Now I can't even monetize my videos, but that's fine.
Is that because you're not approved or something?
No, it's because like YouTube took away the ability to.
Oh.
Like now it's based on how many subscribers you have or something along those lines, and it's like if you don't have like a certain, or if you don't have like the certain numbers, it
Okay.
won't let you.
Like the engagement or whatever?
Basically, you have to have like the stats, you have to have the numbers, and if you don't meet
Okay.
like the minimum qualifications, if you don't
Yeah.
meet the quota, you're basically not eligible to monetize. That's what
Okay.
happened a while back.
So that's why every single YouTuber is like, make sure you hit the notification bell and hit the like button and all that nonsense. It really helps me out
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? It's
because they
like,
need to hit those thresholds. Okay.
yeah. I mean, I guess. See, I've never been popular, and that's not anything I regret. And also, I understand I have a little bit of a grating voice and all that stuff, but honestly, it's like, I don't care about that stuff. Long ago, I had to realize, I'm probably never going to make it big on YouTube. I'm probably never going to do anything, and, this hobby of mine, I'm just dumping a bunch of money. In fact, I built my computer. I dumped a couple $1,000s into it, and it works beautifully now, but my point is, I did it because I wanted to make more videos on YouTube. I wanted to have better qualifications. So yes,
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of money on this hobby, and I realize I probably won't get a lot of anything back. But at the same time, I really enjoy doing this, and it's allowed me to meet fabulous people such as yourself, Chaz.
Hey, I used to make content.
Well, I'm just saying, I wasn't saying that you don't. I'm just saying that it allowed me to meet you through this.
Yes. I was more like saying that, hey, I remember when I make content.
Mm. You still could. You still could.
I don't
Gilm's
know
gonna
what I
help you.
do.
Gilm's gonna help you get back to that. And I mean,
I
like
don't know what I would.
you do feature on the channel a lot.
I at this point I'm your like
You're my Nate
uh
dog.
side. Yeah,
You're my Nate dog, bro.
main man Nate Doggedy Dog on the hook.
Yeah, yeah, bro. What was I saying?
Yo,
Yeah,
rest
so
in peace, Nate.
I might not get anything back at doing this hobby, but at the same time, I enjoy it. I like doing it. I like producing content, and honestly, it's like that's all it is. So I don't care if like people hit the like button. I don't care if people subscribe to me. Hell, you don't even have to hit the bell button. It doesn't matter to me one bit simply because I don't think I'm gonna make it. But you know what? I'm fine with that because I'm content with what I have. I like what I
That's
have.
that's a good thought process too.
Yeah. Which is
I
why
mean, as long as
every
you're
time I
happy,
do
I guess.
everything on my main channel, because this is, God, I don't think anyone watches these except for me.
The podcast,
Yeah.
I'll have it on sometimes.
Oh, see, there we go. And that's why I go for about like a good, hour and a half.
When I don't want to listen to music, I'll throw it on in my car.
Nice. I also like the fact that I can do a little bit of Stardew Valley.
Especially the parts where I'm not in it, so I can
Oh,
hear what I'm missing out on.
like Spider Mikey.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, something that we decided to do in the last part, and I guess I'm kind of spoiling it because that part was actually uploaded today.
Ooh.
Yeah, it uploads at like 5 p.m. That's the one thing that probably won't change if I do anything else.
You'll keep
I
your
decided like
time.
5 p.m. is my upload time.
Yeah.
Or it's like when content is released on any channel, 5 p.m. And of
Yes.
course, that's what, Pacific Standard Time?
So 5 p.m. your time is like,
8 p.m. your time.
yeah, 8 p.m. my time. So like an hour ago.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there was like a new podcast and stuff like that, and That's all well and good, but something that me and Spider Mikey decided on is I will probably start doing WoW Classic with
That's
him.
cool.
Yeah, so
You
that'll
should.
probably be... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I said you should.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so that'll probably be the big distinction. Whenever it's you and me, Chaz, it's probably gonna be good old classic Stardew Valley, and whenever it's me and Spider Mikey, we'll probably be doing some WoW or something, and so that's gonna be like how you can tell the difference. We've added the distinct change up.
I remember the one part where Spider, Mikey, and I were in it together, and it was 90% WoW, and I had no idea how to contribute to the
Oh, I
conversation
remember
because
that.
I've never played WoW.
But you
Other than that
have.
one, I have
Yeah.
played WoW.
Yeah.
It's true. I was playing with you, and, and we were throwing up all over people.
Oh yeah.
That was the best
That
part.
was our mutual friend at the time, Future Ruler, who I think has changed
Yes.
his name since then. But um, yeah, I remember like he was playing the game with us, and I had this one toy or something. It was like a beer keg, and the thing in WoW is you
Yeah.
can drink, and eventually you get to the point where you drink and you'll throw up if you have too much to drink. It's
We were
realistic in that
throwing up.
sense. And so I
We were
brought that out, and we just started going to town, and it was great.
we were straight trolling because we were trolls.
I remember that we were trolls.
I think I still have that character since it's on my
It's
Blizzard
on your
account.
account. Yeah, they don't delete accounts, as far as I'm aware.
Well,
Like
I own
you,
Overwatch, so
oh,
I hope they
so
don't
yeah,
delete my
you
account.
have your account. So yeah, you probably can access all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I recently got my subscription a couple months ago because I was like, yeah, I want to do some more WoW, and so
I honestly was thinking about joining the WoW Classic because I had a few guys that I was talking to that they were trying to start a clan or whatever,
mhm.
but they all knew too much about WoW, and I was a new boy, and I'm like, join an already established group. I'll just hold them back.
It's fine. All you need is just like a WoW subscription. You don't
That's
even
it.
need like the newest expansion. You just need a subscription.
That was my problem with World of Warcraft is you have to buy the game, then you got to buy the subscription, then you got to
Yeah.
buy the expansions, and after all this, it's like what $200 almost
Yeah.
to play a game that I might not play every day, which
Mm-hmm.
I'd feel like is a waste.
I mean, that's sort of what happens whenever I buy a WoW subscription. It's like I'll buy it, play for a little while, and then realize I haven't played it for like, oh god, I haven't played it for like at least a month just because I've been so focused on YouTube.
Yeah,
Because I love this
I,
hobby. I mean, it is like general passion towards this hobby, but it's like,
you should do WoW videos on your YouTube.
I mean, I could. The problem
WoW
is,
Wednesdays.
WoW Wednesdays. See, the problem is, I feel like
Somebody probably
it's
is
a
already
more
doing that,
streaming
but
sort of thing, and I would love to get into
okay.
streaming. The problem is my bandwidth sucks, which I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess if like at some point, um, my my finances get even better, I could just talk to my grandparents and be like, yo, I'm
Can
gonna
we get
take care of the cable bill. Give me your information. We're upgrading. Better bandwidth, then I can go back to streaming. And then all of a sudden, you see me doing WoW Wednesdays, and it's like, yeah, bros, I'm here. Gildem swag hashtag yo yo yo.
that is something that I did put some expense in. My girlfriend and I, we do have like the second best internet package
Right.
because the first bet is absolute. The best is ridiculous. Like nobody needs this unless you're like streaming 24/7,
Mm-hmm.
hosting like a cloud server or something like I don't need that much bandwidth. I'm not
Right.
hosting that much, but this is their gaming package or whatever, and it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
It's all internet and it's very good speeds for a semi high price, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just how internet is.
It is.
But I don't have, television. I don't need that.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
need
have
television either.
have a
It's
landline.
it's funny. I was talking with a coworker the other day about cable because it feels like such an outdated concept to, I think, our generation. It's just like I don't use cable
Yeah.
because one, I have streaming services. Like you do
Exactly.
too. Like there's streaming services and it's kind of like they have two versions, or at least like Hulu, for instance, they have two versions where it's like you can pay the $6 version, which you'll have ads, but you can basically watch any of their content,
Yeah.
or you can go for the $12 version, which is I think a lot more popular, or it's a lot more prevalent to other streaming services, and that
No ads.
contains no ads. Yeah, exactly, no ads, and you can watch all the content. And actually, I think it's genius just how they advertise that, because it's like you'll go for the $6, watch it, realize, God, I don't want any ads, and you'll just splurge on like the $12 version, and you'll be like, it costs twice as much, but I have no ads, no interruptions while watching my shows.
You've just reminded me of something.
Hmm.
I have Hulu now.
I have Hulu.
I've just realized that I have Hulu because I'll tell you why. I canceled my subscription to Tidal because I was getting fed up with how they have their tags for like
Mm-hmm.
bands and artists and stuff. It was stupid. So I canceled Tidal's subscription and I subscribed to Spotify. And apparently Hulu is with like if you have a Spotify subscription, you have something with Hulu, or you did at one. I'm gonna have to look into that because if I have Hulu now, I'm gonna see what's on Hulu.
I like Hulu, to be honest. One of the things that I got Hulu for specifically was just to watch King of the Hill. Well, I finished it.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
watch
really
King of the
good.
Hill.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. King of the Hill is like if Hulu advertised specifically we have King of the Hill, I would have been like,
Yeah,
oh, done deal. But I know, I know a lot of people are probably like, King of the Hill is good, but I want to watch this show, or it's like I want to watch that show. But the thing about Hulu is they have a lot of stuff on their site. You can
I
stream
just
a lot of stuff. In fact, I went there and I was like, oh my god, there's like all these shows I want to watch. Or it's like stuff that got taken down from Netflix. It's on Hulu because they acquired the license to it.
yeah.
It's just like
And
Jesus
that
Christ.
now you got Disney Plus or whatever coming out.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm thinking about getting, but that would
I
also
don't
mean
I
I'm
don't need
probably
it.
gonna have to cut Hulu.
I don't need it.
There's a couple things I can think about. I mean, here's the thing about the Disney Plus, from what I hear. So they own Marvel.
I don't care about Marvel movies.
I know I have a
But
lot of friends that care about Marvel movies. That's why it's like, so they got Marvel.
they
That's a
got
huge
Star
reason.
Wars.
They got Star Wars, which I gotta be honest, Star Wars ain't doing so hot these days.
No. I don't really care about whatever new Star Wars content, unless it's like a new Knights of the Old Republic game.
Well, here's the thing. There's so much we can talk about Star Wars. Like there's a lot of reasons why it's not doing so hot. And a lot of people you can go into detail. There's like people analyzing all the Star Wars, like what makes the old ones work, like the classic trilogy work, as opposed to like the prequels or even like Disney, which I think has been noted as the worst yet.
Good, because it takes away from my favorite Star Wars movie, which
Which
is Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I'm doing that monkey meme thing where like everybody's hounding on Disney Star Wars, and me as a Star Wars Episode 1 fan, I'm that monkey who like looks to the side and then looks back ahead.
uh,
You know
uh,
the one I'm talking about, right?
I'm gonna call you a menacer.
Go ahead, call me a menacer.
I feel like it's a fitting title, you know. It's like, I like episode 1. I am a menacer.
I am a menacer.
I'm a phantom menacer because I like episode 1. It works on multiple levels. Me personally, I'm probably in a huge majority of people that say episode 5 is the best. That's the Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. That's the Hoth one, right?
Yeah, actually, that is the Hoth one.
That's the only part I remember about that movie.
Well,
there's
it's
Hoth.
the beginning.
Oh, is that the Bespin one too?
Bespin. I don't think so. That's
with Lando.
Cloud City.
Yeah, Bespin Cloud City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, no, it is. That's actually at the end of the movie.
Okay, so that one, yeah, that one's probably my pick out of the original 3. That one.
That one's probably the best one out of all the Star Wars. Or, you know, obviously opinionated, that's the best one in my opinion. And there's a lot of reasons why people really think that's the best one. It's a pretty popular opinion, I would say, but that said, it's also an opinion, so naturally everyone is entitled to whatever they want to think when it comes to Star Wars, and there's a lot to think when it comes to Star Wars, because the movies are long, and likewise, you got the Disney canon now, which I don't think a lot of people are happy about.
No, I don't think anybody likes the Disney canon.
You want to know what the worst part is?
What?
I'm gonna go watch episode 9.
I gotta see how this train.
I gotta see how this train wreck ends. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to as well, mostly because my girlfriend will probably want to see it, and I'm just gonna tag along. That's how That's what happens with most movies. With her.
Hey,
that,
you know,
or we don't go see it, and she sees it on Netflix or whatever it comes on. No,
probably be Disney Plus at that point. Yeah.
She's gonna watch it somehow. And that's how she did with the Miss Marvel movie. That's what she did with one of those Avenger movies. I don't see any of them. The last Marvel movie I saw was Black Panther. That was it.
Ah, that's the one. That's the one I haven't seen.
That one was a good. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Last one I saw was Endgame.
Endgame, is that the one? The final movie?
That's the final one with all the guys.
That's the one
where,
with the I don't feel good, Mr. Iron Man one.
I think so.
Like Spider-Man's like, I don't feel good.
Well, see, okay, so you had Infinity War where like everyone disappeared, like half the population disappears.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Wait, what's the one where Thanos says the I'm sorry, little one?
I think that's Infinity War.
Okay.
I'm just saying this. I haven't seen Infinity War. Pretty sacrilegious statement right there.
That's kind of crazy that you've seen the movie after.
Well, here's the thing. I had a bunch of coworkers. Well, I had a coworker, and then like his brother and his brother's family. Just one day, they're like, "We're gonna go watch Infinity War. You want to come in?" And I was like, "Okay." Or not Infinity War, Endgame. They were gonna go watch Endgame in theaters, and I was like, "Okay, I'll take along." And so I went and saw Endgame, but I didn't prepare beforehand by watching Infinity War or any of the other Marvel movies, and that kind of sucks because it kind of accumulates to Endgame. Yeah, I saw a couple things, but again, it all accumulates when you go watch Endgame. Okay. Like, it's the continuation of Infinity War. Like, literally, this is what happens maybe, like, 5 years after.
Okay.
But the point is, it's like, the next movie in line because it takes place in the aftermath.
Okay.
And my point is, so, half the population is already dead. Or wiped out, I should say. They're just not existing anymore.
Okay, so he
And then they
erased
wish
them from
everyone back. And
existence.
I remember the funniest thing I said to my coworker was,
Did they
yeah,
use the Dragon Balls?
no. I was like, man, I'll be happy as long as Spider-Man's in this movie. And then he just leans over to me and he's like, Spider-Man was wiped out with the snap. I was just like, oh.
Excuse me, spoiler warning for anybody who cares and hasn't seen the movies yet.
I'm pretty sure if anyone's upset at this point, obviously they've seen the movie, and if
Okay.
no one's like cares, then it's obviously either one, they don't care about Marvel, or two, I don't know, they just don't care. But my point is, like, yeah, it's just like no one cares about a spoiler warning when it comes to Marvel, because either you're a fan or at this point, like, why do you care about a spoiler warning?
Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't seen it. I don't care.
Yeah.
All I know is that Thanos snaps and kills everybody.
Half the population.
Spider-Man goes, I don't feel good, Mr. Fireman.
Yeah. Because he gets wiped out with the snap.
And then, and so does Benedict Cumberbatch's guy.
Yeah. The funny thing about the snap is in Endgame. In Endgame. Iron Man gets the snap, right? No, Hulk gets the gauntlet. Like they remake the gauntlet, and then Hulk uses the gauntlet and he does the snap and wishes everyone who was wiped out with the snap back.
So you're telling me the gauntlet and the Infinity Stones are the Dragon Balls?
Yeah, to an extent, yes.
But there's no Shenron and
no Shenron.
That other guy. Or the
using
other,
the gauntlet,
the fat one from Namek.
Using the gauntlet does a hefty job on the user.
Oh, so when the user uses it, they die or something.
They don't die. It's just, well, it depends on the person, I would say.
If Goku used it, would he die?
It depends what kind of Goku we're talking about here.
Goku, Frieza, Super Saiyan.
I'm just gonna say probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. I mean, Hulk used it. Hulk was fine. Iron Man used it.
Not so fine.
Not so fine. Thanos used it. Thanos was fine.
Technology. That's what you get for using technology to make yourself strong.
Yeah. You do have a point there.
Batman wouldn't be fine.
Batman probably would be fine. He'd have something in his utility belt. Of course,
Batman would have figured out another way to like not have to use it.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this. We're mixing two different. We're mixing two different universes here. I mean, that's DC. It has no place in the Marvel universe. Or a Marvel universe.
Batman's pretty cool.
Batman is pretty cool. A lot of people like Batman.
I have grown to like Batman. Like, I liked him as a kid because I was like, Batman, he's cool. He beats up bad guys. And then I kind of got like, you know, he's Batman. Who cares? And now I'm kind of back to. Now I'm kind of back to like, I'm seeing his like logic and his genius.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really coming to respect that. I think that's really cool. Like how he's like a detective first and superhero second.
Oh yeah. Well, the ingenious part about Batman is, so if you had to put a superpower to him, it's money. But honestly, it's probably the fact that Batman is the most human out of a lot of heroes. He has to rely on a lot of other things. He has to rely on his wits. He has to use actual skills in order to take down baddies.
Yeah.
But he doesn't actually have, like, you know, all the superpowers you see a lot of the other heroes use. He doesn't have any of those. So so if you go watch like Batman versus Superman, he had to like get all these other. He had to use a whole bunch of other methods to take down Superman when they did fight. It was crazy. It was great.
He had to wear that big suit.
Yep, and he had to weaken Superman before he actually was able to do anything to him.
He had to use the kryptonite.
Yep, and then he used the suit. If he just used the suit, it wouldn't have done anything.
But then there was Wonder Woman.
There was Wonder Woman.
Movie. See, I don't know much about that movie other than that it...
I'm probably just talking about the highlights of that movie. There wasn't too much outside that movie to really note.
I'm probably never going to see that movie. I'm gonna just be honest.
I told you the highlights already.
That's all I need to know.
Yep.
I've skipped a whole 2-hour plus movie.
Hey, there you go.
In a matter of seconds.
To be honest, I didn't skip that movie. I actually saw it in theaters. I remember that. I think I saw it with my friend.
Were you disappointed or what?
It had probably one of my favorite superheroes in that movie.
Batman?
So I wasn't like super upset, but at the same time it's just like, it's okay. And it's not Batman, believe it or not. It's not Batman.
It's not Superman?
It is Superman.
You like Superman?
I do like Superman. See, I like how they depict Superman's conflict, especially like in Smallville, where he has all these powers, he has all these abilities, but at the end of the day, he's still kind of just this kid. You know, he still has to adapt to the situation. Where sure he has so much, but at the same time, he doesn't really want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to end up. He doesn't want this to be end up doing anything dangerous.
I never asked for this.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's kind of the story of the gentle giant in ways. If that makes sense.
He's Adam Jensen from Deus Ex.
See,
I never asked for this.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I always kind of was like. I like Superman just because it's like he has so much, but you want so little.
Yeah.
And then you have his fortress of isolation, where I'm sure it's like this is the best solution because anything I touch will be destroyed.
So he's like Dr. Manhattan when he went to Mars.
Yeah, something like that. You know, it's just like I kind of respect that. It's really sad. He's like Edward Scissorhands. It's like these hands.
You know, I've seen that movie, but I can't remember anything about it.
I've never seen it.
The
saddest thing is all I can remember is the porn parody.
Oh God.
And I mean, it's you gotta understand. I've never actually watched the porn parody, but it's just called Edward Penis Hands. And the only thing I remember of that movie is this clip on YouTube that you can pretty much go watch, but it's just literally him trying to eat spaghetti.
Oh God.
That's all the clip is.
I don't remember anything about Edward Scissorhands. I remember a little bit. I mean, there's he trims hedges. And he's really good at it, and
it's popular. It was popular when I was in high school. People really liked it. I hear about it. It's in the same vein of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I've never seen that either.
I think it's because they're just really, really odd. You know, they're just kind of in this own
cult.
It's got a cult classic vibe to it. Yeah. It's got this cult following, and it's there's nothing wrong with that. I would say it's so odd that it kind of is just I think that's why people like it. It's kind of bizarre, you know. It's not.
I know in Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's let's do time warp again.
Yeah. Yeah, you are correct, my friend. Let's do the time warp again.
I only know that because I worked at a place that played that song every 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was not a bad song.
It's not a bad song. I actually did watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I will say this. I would only watch it the one time that I saw it.
What else? What's another song I know from that movie?
Well,
Um,
I can't remember the song, but I will do a Google search as I try to think of it.
what's his name? Eddie sings it or whatever his name is.
Meatloaf?
Is that his character in the movie?
I mean, no. His character in the movie was Eddie, but it was played by Meatloaf, the singer.
Yeah. Eddie is like... You know, because I know this because I saw the Glee episode where they do a Rocky Horror Picture Show. Remember that show?
Okay, the song I was trying to think of is Eddie's Teddy. That's another song I remember.
I don't remember that song.
It's, they're talking about what was wrong with Eddie because Eddie was kind of like this rebellious youth in the show. Or the movie. And it goes like...
Ooh.
They're talking about from the day he was born, he was trouble. He was trouble. He was a thorn in his mother's side. She tried.
I know a lot of songs from Rocky Horror Picture Show. They're all coming back to my head now.
Is this like a repressed memory?
Song? The Sweet Transvestite song?
Oh, I do remember the Sweet Transvestite song.
No, it's just I guess they were suppressed, but like they didn't have a use until this very moment.
Because it wasn't something that was just regularly gonna pop up, but lo and behold, Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean,
yes.
You know, there's nothing wrong with Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's interesting to see like a lot of actors and actresses like when they were young, how like this was kind of their first movie. Because if I remember correctly, there was a lot of people that got a start in their career doing this, or it was like one of their earliest works.
I had to see who was in that movie. So I couldn't name who was in that movie.
Well, you had Tim Curry.
Ooh.
Who is amazing. And he played Dr. Frankenfurter, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, I'd say Tim Curry was the best.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, Meatloaf was in that. Brought that up. Was Susan? I think it was Susan Sarandon. She was.
Ooh.
She was Janet.
There's another song I remember.
Damn it, Janet.
Yup. Tim Curry.
Yeah, Tim Curry.
Susan Sarandon. Yep.
Those are like the only three I can think of, though.
I just brought up Internet Movie Database.
Hey, you beat me to it.
Barry Bostwick.
Oh, yeah, that name rings a bell. I don't know why.
Barry Bostwick. It was Brad. And what else was Barry Bostwick in? I don't actually know any of these movies.
That's the problem. It's like you'll hear about people that are famous, but then it's like I don't know who any of these are.
I don't know this movie. Like I mean I've heard of Spy Hard, I guess, but I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm. You want to know what's sad?
What's sad?
Because I think I'm the only one who will ever have this problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, Susan Sarandon, you know, great actress, not like have nothing negative to say about her.
Yeah.
I always mix her up with another actress,
Who do you mix her up with? And
Sigourney
I'll see.
Weaver.
I mean, they kind of do look alike a little bit.
But it's
I can
like
see it.
I swear, growing up, it's like I'd watch Alien or Aliens,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd always think that's like I'd always like think it's the same person.
Well, who I think was the same person for the longest time. I don't know. It's not
I
in
could
my
not tell the
head at the
difference
moment.
between Sigourney Weaver and Susan Sarandon. And yet their movies, like the movies that they appear in, were drastically different.
They are pretty different.
I would say so. I would be impressed if like you ever would see
Them
Sigourney
in the
Weaver
same
in
movie.
anything similar to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know what I'm saying? Or like any kind of musical. That's really it. You
We
know.
should we should remake Rocky Horror Picture Show with you and me, and we'll get other people.
No. What am I gonna be? I'll be the butler, I guess.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna play like 5 characters. So
You're gonna play 5 characters. The best I
yeah,
can do is the best I can do is just the butler, who I
I'll
can't
play,
remember.
I'll pull a Johnny Depp and play like 5 characters.
Oh, okay, that works. You'll have to change your pitch, your vocal
Oh,
pitch.
absolutely. I'm not gonna play any female characters because I don't think I can.
Right. Well,
I mean,
actually, have to
I mean,
hire
I
an
could
actress.
try. I could try, but it's,
You know what? You could probably
It'll
play
look-
like 1 or 2. We won't have you play Columbia, but we'll have you play like I don't know, maybe the maid or something.
I can do it in the time warp. We'll have like 5 of me.
Yeah.
doing
Riff Raff.
dancing.
That's who I'll play.
Yeah.
I'll play Riff Raff. That's who I'll
You
play.
could be
as.
Riff Raff. I'll be both Eddie and Brad.
Oh man. You'll play the guy who gets a little action.
Yeah.
You do realize you'll have to make out with Dr. Frankenfurter on screen.
The thing is, I'm also gonna play Dr. Frankenfurter.
So it's gonna be like the split screen where you're making out with yourself.
CGI, baby.
You also have to wear those outfits. The brassiere.
Don't care. I'll do it. I'll do
Chaz,
it.
my boy, you had just made my day. That is fantastic. You will.
I'll do it.
No, it's great.
Anything for the fans.
I like it. See, I always believe I'll bleed for my art, and so it's kind of like I get it. You know, you'll be the clown. You'll be the clown in that one opera song.
Which opera song?
It's the famous one. It's a
Send
really
in the
sad one
clowns.
too.
Send in the clowns.
No, it's not Send in the Clowns. It's like an opera piece.
Oh.
But it's like this lament of a clown that has to perform.
Oh.
It's
See,
a really
I don't
sad
know the
song. I'm trying to remember because I can't. Like all I have is the description. But I swear to God,
gonna play.
I will know it when I see it. It is ooh.
I'm gonna start learning all the words to the song so I can sing all the parts.
I think this is it. It's Italian opera in a
Oh, it's in
prologue
Italian.
and 2 acts.
After we have our 2-man show,
Yeah,
we'll have to do another 2-man show.
Chaz, I'm gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do, because I think I found the song, but I can't actually pronounce it. So what
Okay,
I'm going
I'm
to
set-
do, my friend, is I'm just gonna post this in Discord. I'm gonna post it on screen right
I
about
don't know
now.
this song. I don't know this. I gotta look it up.
I think this is it.
Pangalishi.
think that's it. It's Italian.
Yes, it's definitely Italian. It's just spaghetti and meatballs.
Using a little Dunko. Got it.
Yeah, well, there's the sad clown.
Yeah, it's it's about performing and putting on the makeup, but it's a really lamenting song, but it's like famous also.
No pagalicio, no son. Oh. Well, we'll do that show too.
Oh, okay. All right.
We just gotta learn Italian.
Oh, I don't think I can do Italian. I'll be the clown.
Yes, you
I'll
can.
suffer for my art.
You'll be the clown, and you gotta sing in Italian.
Okay. I won't.
So-
I won't be very good. It'll be like what is it, Inglorious Bastards with
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Was that Brad? No, that wasn't Brad Pitt. That
It was Brad Pitt. No, it is Brad Pitt.
Oh man, I got it. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll be Buongiorno.
He was Aldo
Pagalici.
the Apache. Aldo the Apache.
Wait, no, that's too good. Pegalacci. Pegalacci. There we
Grazie.
go. Grazie. Grazie.
Dominic De Coco.
That's how I'll do it.
And what's your name? Margaretti. Margaretti.
Margaretti.
Margaretti. That's such a good scene.
Yeah.
Margaretti. He's doing the finger thing too.
Mm-hmm. Or were they just like announcing drinks and pasta?
There's that scene in Family Guy where Peter's saying.
Oh yeah, the
things.
really offensive part where he's just like boppity boopy.
Oh no, not that one. This is a different one. This is like from the first season.
Oh.
They're like rich or something, and he gets all fancy, walking up to people saying like, "How do you do? Salutations, pasta vazul."
I don't remember that one.
It's from like the first season.
I believe you. I haven't seen the first season in like forever though.
I always thought that was funny, where he just like he's saying fancy things to people, and he's like, "Pasta vazul."
God, you know what? Like I hate to say it, but I still think Family Guy has some funny bits, or at least like the ones that I remember.
I mean, people hate on it, but it's still semi-entertaining.
Yeah, you know, it's like Saturday Night Live. Like, there's some things that you're gonna find funny. There's a lot of things that you're either gonna be offended or just not find funny. Period. But
yeah,
but it's like there are bits that are like good. It's like you slap a lot of shit at the wall, eventually something's gonna stick, right?
And that might actually end up looking like the Mona Lisa to somebody.
Yeah, it might. You got a point there, my friend.
To somebody. I mean, it doesn't. You don't have to please everybody. But if you do please everybody, that's a bonus.
It is. I do have to say this, since we're talking about movies, there is one movie that I've really wanted to watch lately.
Which movie have you seen?
Big difference from everything that we've been talking, though.
Oh, I
It's
thought that
actually
was
a
the
good
name of the
movie.
movie. Big Difference.
No, it's not Big Difference.
I thought that was the name of the movie. I'm like, I've never heard of that.
It's not. Although I feel like that should be a movie if it isn't.
No, it probably is.
It
But what
probably
did
is.
you say?
I didn't see it. I want to see it, though.
Oh, what movie do you want to see?
Okay. So, maybe you might have seen this. Because it's not...
Oh, it's not a new movie.
It's not a new movie. It's one that's been out, and it's pretty famous. Pretty famous.
Okay, which movie do you want to see?
Old Country for No Men.
I have not seen that
Country
movie.
for... what is it?
No
Country for
Country
Old
for
Men.
Old
That's
Men.
it. Thank you.
With Anton, the bounty hunter dude.
Yeah. What's the
who
most you
else is
lost
in
on a
that?
coin toss?
The Tommy Lee Jones is in that too, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. No
Anton.
Country for Old Men. I kind of want to watch it, to be honest. It looks really good, and I hear a
That's
lot of
what I
good things
thought
about it.
about. That's what I thought about There Will Be Blood.
I want to see that one too.
I did see that movie.
That's another
I
one.
drink your milkshake.
I drink
I
it up.
drink it up.
Oh man, like they're, I don't know. They're like on the more sophisticated side. You know, they're actual movies. Like
Yeah.
they're actual more along the lines of art pieces.
Yes.
And you know, I have to say, like, you can do a movie like that, but I feel like you do need a little bit of a balance, because if you make a movie that's too artistic, it's going to be lost on the majority of people. You know what I'm saying?
Like The Artist. That all black and white movie with no sound.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
It's not even old. It's from like, I don't know, 2013.
It was an
I don't know.
artistic choice. Ah,
Yes.
see what I did there? But no, that's what I'm saying. Like you can make a masterpiece. You can make a real
Yes.
artistic piece where it's like everything has symbolism. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's supposed to represent something to the characters,
Mm-hmm.
and there can be a lot of details to that. And you can try to make like the best piece in the world. But here's the thing: art is subjective.
Yes.
No matter how you look at this, things will be lost. There will be some sort of errors in translation because the viewer is only going to see so much. And yes, you can watch a movie over and over again, but the thing is, well, you want to.
I don't know, maybe.
It depends on the movie.
Depends on the movie.
And I feel like with artistic pieces, it's really more of a one and done, as they say. Unless like there's something really ingenious to the movie that hooks the viewer to want to see it over and over again. And that happens
Like
sometimes.
pieces, like things you miss at first, and you gotta see it again to catch it.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of like Usual Suspects, a little bit.
But my point is, usually when it comes to more of the artistic, like more serious movies, they're not really the type that your average viewer is going to want to go watch again. They're really more of like an experience the first time and then you're done with it.
Yeah.
Unless you're really trying to get more out of the movie, there's not really a lot there to go see a second time. Unless you really enjoyed the movie to the point where it's like, I gotta see this again because I really enjoyed it.
That's kind of how I feel about There Will Be Blood. I'm kind of good without seeing it again.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I think it's important to have that balance, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you don't want to make it where, like, there's too much in the movie where it goes over the viewers, but you also want to have something that's compelling, so it's really a good experience the first time.
Yeah.
So that's why I think, like, you know, if you wanna make like a really good movie, like it's good to add the details, but you don't want to go overboard because obviously people are not gonna like catch everything there.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I was like an actual director.
I would be a terrible director.
I would be a terrible director.
I would be, like, the movie I would make is The Room.
But see,
But The Room is iconic because but mine would just be bad.
Oh.
Not because it's
you
funny.
know what?
Not like bad funny. Like, it's just a bad movie. Like,
Oh.
nobody cares.
Oh.
No, I guess it would be, you know what? Not The Room. More like Birdemic.
Well, here's the thing about movies like that. They're ironically entertaining.
Mine wouldn't even be entertaining. It would have, like, a musical piece for no reason.
Well, here's the thing. You have to like with those movies. They tried to actually make something. I would say, you know, like there was actually a budget. I don't know how big the budget was, but they had actors. They had a direction that they were trying to do. It was all a sort of like an attempt to make something good. The problem is it wasn't. It was really bad. But see, that's where the ironic factor kind of goes into it, where it's like it's so bad it becomes like good.
Yeah.
So you can kind of turn a profit in the sense where it's like, even though it was a major flop, it ended up being one of those things that people can still watch because it's like it's hilariously great.
It's kind of like how Jello Apocalypse guy does his, you've seen, right? The movie reviews that he did?
Yeah.
Where he has that scale, 10 to -10 or whatever.
Yeah, where it's like it goes in the exact opposite direction, but it becomes so bad it's good.
10, yeah, exactly.
If it's a -10, like, you have to go watch it just because, like, the direction they took it was so incredibly bad that it becomes entertaining to watch. So it becomes very watchable, just not for the reasons that the movie intended or the show intended.
Yeah. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to make a movie. I'm going to make a YouTube movie.
You're going to make a YouTube movie.
YouTube poop movie.
Is there going to be a story arc in everything?
Absolutely, there's going to be a story arc. I'm going to take clips from Hotel Mario, Arthur, the Wanda Gamelon, all the classics, you know.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece. $1 million. Guaranteed.
I'd be curious to see what happens in this movie. This YouTube poop. This featurette.
It's called Donald Duck's Bad Day. And the movie starts... Donald Duck is counting his money. And all of a sudden, Spider-Man, animated series Spider-Man, he crashes through the door. And then you got the Juggernaut.
Does it say, Arthur, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch?
No.
Oh.
He just goes, "Hey!" And Arthur's there, and Arthur's like, DW! She started it! And then Superman's there. Superman from Justice League. Like the good Justice League.
The good Justice League.
The one from, like, I don't know, 2005, 7, I don't know what year that was.
Right.
Anyway, he's there. He's just kind of, he doesn't say anything. It's like a minute-long pan on his face. He's just looking at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then it switches to...
It's starting to become a creepypasta.
It's not going to be creepy at all. It's just going to be quiet.
Oh.
And then after that, it's just going to, like, transition to, like, overly bass boosted, super loud Woody going, "You're my favorite deputy!"
And that's when people say rip headphones.
Yes.
Rip headphone users.
And then it'll play the Philips CDI startup sound.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll play the what's a good startup? It'll play the GameCube startup sound, but it'll keep going. Like it'll do the and that'll happen for a few minutes.
And then it'll finally cut finish to black, and then go to the PlayStation, the original PlayStation's startup screen.
The really loud,
the really loud one. Yeah.
And then we'll do then it'll have Bubsy, the cat, Bubsy the Bobcat. He's gonna go, "Pilot's license? What for?" And then
Sonic will show up and he'll say,
"Kids, there's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like."
Yeah. But if someone tries to touch you in a place that makes you feel uncomfortable,
that's no good. And it'll hold... then there'll just be a picture of, like, Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
for 2 seconds.
But will it be Dr. Robotnik from the show, or will it be like another Dr. Robotnik? Will it be Dr.
It'll be
Robotnik
the-
from 06?
Yes,
Okay.
when he's Eggman, but I
Well,
don't,
yeah,
I don't
obviously
use that.
he's
That-
now Eggman. He's Dr.
I don't use that word.
Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
I don't use that name. It's stupid. Who wants to be called Eggman? Robotnik is so much cooler.
Have you ever noticed that if you take Sonic's name and Robotnik, they both have Nick in their name?
Spelled
Sonic.
slightly different. Robotnik. Knucklick.
It doesn't really work for anybody else,
Doesn't
but think about it. They've been the same character all along. They both have Nick in their name. It's spelled differently, but it's there.
They both have red on their article of clothing. Sonic has red shoes. Robotnik has a red shirt.
They both are in the same game.
They both race cars.
My point is, Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati confirmed. 420 activate. Did you know that Dr. Robotnik and Dr. Wily are actually the same character?
They both build robots. It makes perfect sense.
They both have mustaches.
Oh, you did me one better.
Did you know that Dr. Cossack is also Dr. Robotnik?
But he's not.
Did you also know?
He's not.
Did you know that Dr. Light is actually Dr. Wily?
They're not. They've been on screen together.
That was just an. That was just an.
That
android.
was
It's
the
just
gimmick
another
you
robot.
pulled in Mega Man 6 with Mr. X.
Mr. X.
I remember that. That was a good time.
Did you know? Did you know that Doctor Octagonopus is also Dr. Robotnik?
Dr. Octagonopus.
Yeah.
Did you just bring a Shoop to Whoop reference? The thing that's been dead for like over like 5 years.
Yeah, well, so are YouTube poops. I brought that back too.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like Dr. Octagonopus, especially. Like no, like no one remembers Dr. Octagonopus.
I'm a fire in my laser.
I know. No, like very few people probably even remember Shoop to Whoop.
I'm a fire and a bad employee.
Shit. Yeah, I remember, because that was like young YouTube right there. You know, it was really
It's
good.
young me too.
It makes me sad that's like, I don't know if it's quite 10 years, but it's getting up there.
I had to look at the original release date for that.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't because
What's
I'll
that guy,
feel
Dom
sad.
Farah or something like that?
I have no idea.
I wonder what he's doing these days.
Randall.
Like, I think the guy legitimately did is doing stuff. Like
Randall
he's some kind of
Octagonopus.
producer, or not like director.
That's good then.
I maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to start rumors. It's just like I'm curious what he's doing and
No.
like what he's been doing. Like, is he directing like shows or stuff like on TV, or is he like doing stuff on the internet, but like, you know, like more has a production?
Well, you know what? Some stuff has still survived from that era. We still have Team 4-Star
Yeah.
with the Dragon Ball Bridge. Homestar Runner's still around ish.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Which
Yu-Gi-Oh!
was-
Bridge. Is that
which-
still around?
I think so.
I mean, wah.
Wow. Baby Pharaoh want milk. Yeah. I mean, Lil Karibo's still doing stuff. I know that much. You know what I think is eventually going to get to that point, but still also stay relevant no matter how much time passes.
What?
Somebody once told me the world is gonna rule me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Shrek or All Star?
All Star, but also Shrek.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, it's Shrek.
It's gonna. Uh, I like Shrek. I liked it when it first came out, and I like
Shrek.
it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch that movie. I don't know, like when I was like in school for some reason, I would always watch a movie before I go to bed, and eventually I would fall asleep while watching that movie.
It was
And
Shrek.
Shrek was part of that, and I remember I watched it to the point where it actually got stuck in my TV.
the VHS got stuck.
Yeah, because I had one of those TVs that had the built-in VCR.
Oh yeah, I never had one. The external one, but I do remember those.
It was
I think my friend. Those TVs were notorious for, weren't they?
I don't know. I had pretty good luck for a large proportion.
My friend had a TV like that, and we got a copy of I Was a Teenage Faust stuck in his his TV. I Was a Teenage Faust, that movie.
All I remember is I was lucky as a kid. You got to understand. I was one of those. I was being an only child. I would have amenities to a lot of things. I would have privilege for a lot of things because I was a young kid. My dad liked to spoil me. My mom liked to spoil me. My grandparents liked to spoil me. My family liked to spoil me, like just in general. So I had like all these things. I had like Nintendo, Sega. I was that kid that people would want to come over just to play like with my console games and stuff like that. I had all these options. That's why I suck at video games, because I never mastered any of them, because I wasn't like, oh, I have like Mario, I gotta get really good because my folks say I have to beat this game and then they'll get me something else. No. My folks would just buy me another video game if I wanted another one. I was lucky in that regard. That said, I didn't get like every video game, mind you. There still was kind of like a limit.
Yeah.
But that said, I also had a TV in my room even from a young age, so I was able to like play my video games in my room.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, this TV that I had, really small TV, but it had a built-in VCR. It was good enough that I was able to play my video games and watch my movies and stuff like that. And like I said, Shrek was one of those later on when I was like in 6th grade. 6th, 7th grade, I remember that. I would watch that, but yeah, I would play like all my video games and stuff like that. I'd play my 64 on that thing. It was great.
Play your Super Mario RPG.
Oh, dude, that was like my first RPG, my first JRPG. I want to do that for my channel at some point.
Maybe it'll come on the Switch SNES game thing.
Maybe. I can already play it on my Wii U, though.
Oh, okay. You already have it.
I have it on my Wii U.
Because, I was just saying, because the Switch got the SNES Classic thing now.
Yeah.
It's out. I was playing a bunch of those games that were on there. Some are really crappy. Some are pretty decent. F-Zero is pretty cool.
Dude,
F-Zero's cool.
Dude,
I missed out on that.
Dude.
I really dig that game. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
A game I did not dig, Brawl Brothers. That game's a piece of garbage.
Brawl
Sorry
Brothers?
if you like it. Yeah, you know that game?
No, because it sounds made up. Like I'm not saying it is. It sounds made up though.
You know the game Final Fight.
Final Fight, yeah.
With Mike Hagar.
Yeah. Mayor Hagar.
And Streets of Rage, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine those games without any of the charm.
That sounds terrible.
That's Brawl Brothers.
Oh. Oh,
Even one of the
boy.
characters, looks straight up like M. Bison.
You know, I played a game recently like that. It's on my channel. It's called Gunstar Heroes. I played it with
See, that
one of my
game's
coworkers.
But that game's cool.
It is. It is. It gets really unforgiving later on,
Absolutely.
but it is really fun. You have a character that actually looks a lot like M. Bison in that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not the main baddie, though.
No.
But anyways.
Something about Gunstar Heroes, I like the fact that you like that, it's not so much the word crafting is too much of a word for this, but like you kind of craft your gun depending on what power-ups you have.
You have combinations. They give you combinations.
Yeah,
they give you like
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to say like they're elemental because they aren't. It's just like the style that your gun will shoot.
Yes.
And there's 4 different varieties, and you can actually combine 2 of those varieties to make an even more powerful weapon. And
yes.
so there's a lot.
Or double
I'm
up.
trying to think how many different combinations you would have. Like, what is it, like 32 or something like that? No, probably not even that much.
You can double up on
You can double up.
same power up too.
Yeah. So, you know, you have like 4 different styles, and then you can combine 2 of those styles, including like the style itself to make an even more powerful version of that style.
Math's not my strong point, so somebody who's listening do the math.
I want to say 16, but I could be wrong.
I could figure it out if I wrote it out, but I don't doing it.
Right. Anyways, not the point. Point is, there you have
M.
multiple
Bison.
combinations, and the best one is the homing laser.
I agree with that sentiment.
That is the best one. I think that's what me and my friend ultimately decided on.
Now, there's another game that's like Gunstar Heroes on the Switch called Super Earth Defense Force. It's garbage.
It doesn't have that charm.
It definitely does not have the Gunstar. Well, unlike, I mean, you're not a person, you're a spaceship in this game, but it has that, like, it has, like, the power-ups and stuff. Not really combination.
The interesting thing about Gunstar Heroes is Treasure was part of the making. I think they developed it.
Yeah.
And you know what else they made?
Nintendo thing. What else do they make?
You want to take a guess?
Secret of Evermore?
No, that was Squaresoft at the time.
Okay. Because it kind of has a similar style to that. What else do they make? I don't know.
Mischief Makers.
I can see it. I can see it.
They made Mischief Makers.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake. You want to know what that... okay, so I have to close this part. I have to wrap it up, but you know what? Yeah. It all accumulates to one small factor. That was my first Let's Play on my main channel. And there's a card, there's everything. I'm gonna end it off soon. I don't know.
What was my first Let's Play?
I want to say
it's no longer on my channel.
I want to say it wasn't Virtual Families, because that was just kind of like a gameplay video.
Yeah.
But if I had to say like first Let's Play, I think it was one of the Mass Effect games.
That's a great guess, because I still have the Mass Effect games on the channel somewhere.
Not one of the Mass Effect games.
Mass Effect.
It wasn't Ocean Hunter, because I know you were not really.
I think that we did play through it.
Okay.
We played through it. I'm gonna say I think that was my first Let's Play I did on the channel.
Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But my channel used to be a vlog channel before everything.
I know, you did the Chaz
Chaz in real life.
Yeah, Chaz in real life. You did Chaz in real life. You did the vlogs.
Those are all gone now.
Oh no, you had the WordPress.
I still have WordPress though.
Uh, Actually, I have something else. I was gonna wrap this up, but there was one thing
Yes.
else. Since we're talking about like you do the WordPress, and I do link that by the way.
Cool. Thanks.
Every time like you're on, like I make sure it's in the description. But what I'm getting at is, do you do the drink reviews? Because I got
Yeah,
one for you.
that's the main blog, and I would love to hear it.
Okay, so I don't know if you really do Bang.
I have done Bang.
Okay,
One
I
of
got a
them.
flavor for you because this
Which one?
okay. I didn't think this existed. Maybe you've already reviewed it. It's
I've
a
only done
possibility.
one Bang.
Okay,
I've only
then you
done
probably
one.
haven't. For whatever reason, there was this one at a gas station that I went to,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna sound really weird because you wouldn't think it would work, but it actually does take on that flavor, and it's not bad. But it was birthday cake flavored.
Interesting. I'll have to look for it.
Birthday cake flavored energy drink.
The one I did was the pink one.
Pink one.
The cotton candy one or whatever.
Oh, that one's all right. I would
Yeah.
recommend. There's this unicorn one. I think it's like unicorn rainbow. That one's pretty good.
I did see that one too. The thing is, we got another computer Bang. It's called Rain. And they have all
I tried
similar
Rain.
flavors.
Rain's pretty good. I like. They
I
actually
like
have.
Bang better.
I actually I like their. I don't remember what it's called. It's the lemon one though.
Oh, okay. I've seen that one a lot.
The Rain, like the lemon. It might be lemonade Rain or something like that.
Yeah.
That one tastes
See, I
like
did
lemon drops.
I did the cotton candy one on did a compare and contrast. That was the whole idea.
Mhm.
Bang versus Rain. And I actually wrote a review today
Hey.
on a really disgusting coffee.
Oh, not so good. But yeah, I would say if you ever get the chance, try to find birthday cake Bang.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm
Because
gonna see.
it's weird. It's oddly weird. Like, it's not bad. It actually does kind of taste like, birthday cake in terms of, like, the ice cream birthday
Yeah.
cake? It kind of has that flavor to it. But it's like, a carbonated soda. And it's just like,
Interesting.
it's hard to actually describe it because it's like, I don't know, unless you've tried it, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like you can't really picture it because it's just like, you try to picture like the birthday cake flavored ice cream and then you think of it like as a carbonated soda type form and it's like
Yeah.
it's not something you would think would be appealing because you feel like it's such a weird flavor to find in an energy drink, but it actually kind of works. It's not gross.
I gotta look for it then.
Yeah. But we're approaching the 2-hour mark, and with that little side thing, and your little plug into the website, your little drink blog.
Yes.
I think we will end it off here.
Okay. My final words. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.